Hi, everyone. Hope you're having a lovely day. I found this lovely, it's not really a poem, but it's kind of like a story. And it was sent to me many years ago by a lovely lady. And I found it again, and it's just too good not to share. And so I thought you might enjoy this. When I was growing up, as far back as I can remember, I struggled with me, with my body, with my size, with who I was. And the impact of that really followed me through so much of my adult life. And I think that's what's shaped me, who I am today, the work that I do, the passion that I have about, body confidence coaching and teaching people to become body confidence coaches to help in any way I can to, for us all to just fall in love with our bodies. And I know that sometimes sounds like a really big ask, but it is so possible, because when we don't do that, we kind of spend a life living outside of ourselves. And having experienced that in so much of my life, it's a really, really difficult and sometimes very lonely place to be. So, I love this piece. So I thought I might just read it to you. Enjoy, sit back, grab a cup of tea, enjoy. So just to recap about a woman and how she sees herself through the years. So here we go. Age 3. She looks at herself and sees a queen. Age 8. She looks at herself and sees Cinderella. Age 15. She looks at herself and sees an ugly sister. Mum, I can't go to school looking like this. Age 20. She looks at herself and sees too fat, too thin, too short, too tall, too straight, too curly, but decides that she's going to go out anyway. Age 30. She looks at herself and sees too fat, too thin, too short, too tall, too straight, too curly, but decides she doesn't have the time to fix it. So she's going to go out anyway. Age 40. She looks in the mirror and sees clean and goes out anyway. Age 50. She looks in the mirror and sees, I am, and goes out anyway. Age 60. She looks at herself and reminds herself of all of the people who can't even see themselves in the mirror anymore. Goes out and conquers the world. Age 70. She looks at herself and sees wisdom, laughter, and ability. Goes out and enjoys life. Age 80. Doesn't bother to look. She knows she's fabulous. Just puts on a purple hat and goes out to have fun with the world. I just love that. I just love that. And that whole idea about, getting to 80, putting on the purple hat and just going out and having fun with the world, not even looking in the mirror, because it's so unimportant. It's how you feel. But the key is, it's not to wait till you're 80. It's to do it now. It's to, I've got my purple hat here. I have to put that on. So I have the purple hat. And it's like, yeah, put the purple hat on. Put whatever hat on you want and go out and have fun with the world. But don't wait till you're 80. Do it now. Do it now. Take those opportunities. I love this. I know it's quite simplistic, but I think it kind of like, you get the idea. And it's funny because at the age of 62, when I read age 60, she looks at herself and reminds herself of all of the people who can't even see themselves in the mirror anymore. Goes out and conquers the world. I really resonated with that. I know people who aren't here anymore. And, I think 60 is so young. It's too young to not be here. And so for me, it's like really appreciating every moment of every day that we have. We are so blessed. And so much of my own early life was really, really tarnished with this feeling of, I can't go out. I can't go out. What will people say? What will they think of me? I'm too fat. Even a couple of pounds would have stopped me, gained in weight would have stopped me going to a party. I refused invitations to go to a party, or what I did was I said, yes, I'll go. But then on the night of the party, if I was feeling too fat, if I was feeling too unconfident, I would always make an excuse not to go. And so much of my life in the early days was spent desperately wanting to join in and go to parties and go to places and go out. And I just didn't let myself do that because I was so consumed with how I looked, and how I looked was not good enough. And so, having been through that myself, I know that pain, I know that struggle, I know that. Whether you have it to a great degree as I did, or you're just, I think so many people are, they're just having an insidious feeling of, I'm not okay. Am I okay? Do I match up? What if other people talk about me? Or how do I compare with others? And of course, we can't compare ourselves with others. We're unique, we're individuals. We have our own life story, our own life journey. And it's so important to remember that and to honor that. And that's why I love that piece. And at age 3, there was this lovely thing I saw on YouTube a long time ago, and it was a little girl. She must have been only 3 or 4, and she was standing in front of the mirror, and she was so in love with her life. Her arms were outstretched, and she was saying into the mirror, I love myself, I love my life, I love my hair, I love my family, I love my dog, I love everything. And it's just, I don't know whether you've seen it. I'll try and get a link to it, but it's just beautiful. And this little poppet is just, she hasn't learned to hold herself back yet. She hasn't learned to hold in those emotions. She hasn't learned to not feel good enough yet. She hasn't learned to keep herself shut down and locked in. And it's so beautiful to see. And, for me, it took me an awful long time to get to that place of being able to look in the mirror and saying, not I love you, but, you're okay. That was the first step. You're okay. You're okay. Couldn't do much more than that in the beginning. You're okay. And part of my mind said, but you're not. You're not really okay. You should be a lot thinner. You should be, you should be a lot more talented. You should be a lot more creative. You should be. Whatever the should be's were, I thought I had to be that. And so, it's a journey, it's a process. And we live that journey every day, because body confidence and feeling good about ourselves is not a one size fits all and it's all done. It is a process. There are things that will come up in our lives that will knock us sideways. And that's okay. We can be knocked sideways. And it's knowing and having the skills to be able to gently take ourselves and say, come on, come back. You're okay. I've got you. I'm so proud of you. I love you so much. Well done for trying. Come on, let's have a cup of tea and let's regroup and let's come back to who we really are. And let's enjoy this very precious day that is unfolding moment by moment. So I hope you enjoyed that. I just loved it. So yes, wear your purple hat now. Don't wait till you're 80 to go out and have fun with the world. It's all about how you feel, and we choose that. That is something that we can choose. It's not something that anybody else can give us, but we can say, you know what, I'm going to choose. Excuse me. I'm going to choose to feel a little bit better about myself today. I'm going to choose to honor myself. I'm going to choose to respect me. I'm going to choose to look in the mirror and smile. I'm going to choose to be authentically who I am. And it's okay. It's okay to shine your light out loud. Because in a world where we need more and more people who are saying, I'm okay, I'm good enough, I've got this, and they're living their lives in the most positive ways. Not perfect, no such thing, but they know how to live in a way that aligns with who they are. This is what we need more of. And so that's my passion. I hope you enjoyed it. do let me know. It would be lovely to hear from you. But until the next time, have a really lovely, lovely day, being full of you and going out and conquering the world. Lots of love. See you soon. Bye-bye now. Bye.